let's do a type of video I've never done before. And before we get into the video, before we do anything else, I'd just like to thank everybody who watches for helping me hit the 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So big up to everybody who watches. Honestly, it was just perfection. It happened on the night where I went to the 7th store for the CP company Spezial launch, driving back. Shout out Scooby Steve, okay, who when we were talking in the car on the way home, and he goes, I watch all your videos, I don't even know if I subscribe. He didn't subscribe, he clicked, and he was a 10,000 subscriber. So big shout out to Scooby Steve. I mean, it would have been done way before, but you didn't click, do you know what I mean? Anyway, welcome back, thanks to me, Danny, and welcome to another video, and a little bit of a celebration of 10,000 subscribers, but also a celebration of 10 years of Spezial. I have decided to compile my top 10 Spezial shoes, but down here there's like a little disclaimer, right? It's the top 10 pairs of Spezial shoes that I own, alright? And also the top 10 that I love, because do you know what? Trainers, clothing, fashion, style, however you want to label it, it's all individual, right? So what I've loved, and it probably came off the back of the Matt Welty, shout out Matt over at Complex. He kind of did a top 10 Spezial sneakers, and I was like, I don't really agree with that, that's not mine. So I thought, you know what, when we get to the end of this year's decade celebrations, and just almost coincidentally hits the 10,000, so 10, 10, let's do a top 10. So here we are, without further ado. The disclaimer I might add at the end, because there's a few pairs of Spezial shoes that I really want or would like, and I don't own. There's one that'll surprise you, I'm sure. There's a couple that I think probably could slide into this top 10 if I had them, but I don't. So what I might do is the top 5, then do the disclaimer. So, in at number 10, and I think this might surprise quite a few people, we have got the Ashurst SPZL. Now, apart from the epic colourway on the Ashurst, everything about it, I do love the story as well. It's just, if you don't know the story, I'm not going to go through absolutely everything in today's video. Go find the Ashurst video that I did a few years ago. All the details are in there. But here we go. And without any apology, right, all these pairs are pretty much worn, and maybe like, I'm not like a clean freak, so they might just have the odd little scuff on them and stuff, but it's like the patina, do you know what I mean? Here we go. Check these bad boys out. So here are my Ashurst SPZL. Love a runner, love the colours on these. Obviously the ZX 600s came out this year, but being brutally honest, I think the Ashurst is better. I know the ZX 600's got a big following, and I know it's an iconic shoe, but personally, I'm having the Ashursts over the ZX 600s. I just think they're such a good shoe, such a good shape. I love the Dillinger Web, everything about it, the story. These are fantastic. So my number 10. And I promise to try and be quick with it, because I'm passionate about this, right? So it's hard when I get some shoes I haven't seen for a while as well, right? So when I get them out. In at number 9, and again this might surprise some people, we have got a pair of Garwen SPZL. Now, the obvious one for me, and the one that almost got in there, were the no galley ones. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to the person who said, you say not going to lie a lot as well. I've never even noticed it, so thank you very much for that. But the no galley ones, I just find a little bit hard to style. I love them, obviously. For anybody who knows, I'm a massive Noel Liam Oasis fan. I'm all over it, right? But the pair I chose, here we go. Check these bad boys out. It's the Decade Pack Garwen. Honestly, I surprised myself with how many pairs of Garwens I've got upstairs when I went up looking for everything. I've got it all in sort of like an order. I was like, Garwen, nope, not them ones, Garwen, not them ones, Garwen. Ah, they're the ones I'm after. They're the ones I'm after. So these, and I'll look at the state of them. So they're a little bit scuffed at the front, they've got the creases on. But do you know what? I've got 2 pairs of these. These are mine, not quite daily wearers, but these are the ones I'll just chuck on. I wear them to the office quite a bit, or if I'm just going out, I'm off, like go to the pub, or if I go out for a meal or something like that. If it's a really nice meal, I'll get my fresh pair out. But if I'm just going out for like Sunday lunch, I might bang these on. I just think, and maybe because Spezial ain't just trainers, it is the shoes, it's the leather shoes, it's everything about it, it's the walking boots. Like I said in the recent review about the Helvellyn, don't really do the walking boots. In fact, I don't have any of the walking boots because they're just not for me. So it's a little bit of a waste of me having them. I never have things just to have it, right? So I think all these pairs are pretty much worn. So that's what it's got to be for me. If I'm not going to wear it, there's no point in having it, right? And these Garwins are just perfection. These, for me, are the best leisure shoe, walking shoe, non-trainer piece of footwear. So there we are, in at number 9, the Garwins from the Decade pack. And on to number 8. Now, this might, I keep saying might shock, I don't know. I really struggled with this pair because I thought, is it too new to put in for a top 10? But do you know what, it's my top 10, I can do what I want. So I decided, in at number 8, CP Manchester SPZL. Now, I'm rocking some of the CP stuff today. I've got the pocket t-shirt on. I've got this tracksuit top. I was talking to Gary Watson yesterday, or like on Facebook, on the Facebook groups. I said, this is the best tracksuit top Spezial have done. And I don't care that it's new, right? It's just, I love the colour, I love the texture, I love the feel, I love the materials. Even if it wasn't CP for me, I still think it's the best one. I just love it. It complements my green eyes. Do you know what I mean? Everything about it is perfect. So in at number 8, here we go. Check these bad boys out. CP Manchester. Now, like I said in the very recent video, because obviously these only came out last week, I think it was. I'm trying to work out what week I'm on and what day I never know where I am. These, I don't have any of the old Manchesters. Not for any other reason really, but I've just kind of, I'm not one that always goes back and tries to pick stuff up, and I'm probably at a stage now where I need to kind of do that. There's stuff that I've missed that I need. But everything about these, I just love. I'm not saying they're the best Manchester because I don't have the others to compare, but I wouldn't be surprised if you just lined them all up and took everything else away from it. I think aesthetically, I think these could be the best ones. I think the shade's brilliant. I've seen a few where maybe that's just age, where the colours are kind of like just gone a little bit. But for me, this part, the 3 stripes with the zigzags, that is just absolute chef's kiss for me. That is the pièce de résistance. And I think in maybe a few years' time, if I were to do this again, these might be further up the rankings. Although this is a fresh pair, I would swap out for the light blue laces. I've just not really had time to do it while doing this video. So number 8, CP Manchester. On to number 7, we have got LG2 SPZL. Now, I've already briefly said it with the Garwins. I'm a massive Oasis fan, a massive Liam fan, massive Noel Gallagher fan. I even like BDI, right? That's the kind of level I'm at. And so there's got to be a pair of Liams in there. And I just think this silhouette, because there's so many collaborations out there that are not authentic, or I question their authenticity. So when Liam did this pair, and he had so much involvement in it because of the Barrington Smash, I just thought that is just right up there, top level. So here we go. Check these bad boys out. And I have gone for the second colourway. Now, I do like the first colourway. They're very clean. But again, if you go and look at the review for this pair, it is just the most wearable Liam Gallagher pair. You can wear these anytime. These are not just for like sunny days. I mean, obviously, they're not things like when it's cruddy, I'm not going to kind of walk around. Like, these are kind of still pretty special. Although, look, just to show, they are worn. Look, this is like worn and stuff like that. I'm not bothered about. I only get bothered if it's like actual mucky, like actual dirt and mud, and they just look a bit scruffy. Bits like that. That's just part of me wearing it, and that's part of my shoes, do you know what I mean? And that's what, I don't bother me at all. So yeah, I just think, again, Liam's done a lot with Spezial, a couple of gigs, and when these came out, again, I was privileged to get one of the first looks, managed to show them on YouTube. All this stuff matters. It's not, because shoes are emotive, right? It's not just about the actual product physically, okay? It's everything else around it. So there we go. In at number 6, the LG2 SPZL in the chalk and green colourway with the gum. I think it might be the gum that hits it for me, but there we go. And then it starts getting difficult, I'm not going to lie. So I got all my Spezial shoes out. Picking 10, not saying it was easy, it was kind of easy to get to 10. And then ranking them was sort of easy, and I got the first 4 down. I was like, oh, the next 6, this is going to be a nightmare. So anyway, in at number 6, we have got the Lotherton SPZL. Now shout out Spezial Ron. If you don't follow Spezial Ron, he's got a little YouTube channel he's just started up as well, so go give him a follow. I'll put the link down below. He was talking to me the other day, he says, I think, where are you from, lad? And I went, oh, I'm from Leeds. He said, I can tell by the accent. And the Lotherton's a place in Leeds, right? So it just means a lot because this is a shoe named after where I'm from. And, well, here we go. Check these bad boys out. The Lotherton SPZL. Now, the shape on this is one of the things for me. Now, everybody loves the Topanga, the Hardwick and stuff like that. And those are 2, I'm going to get onto those in a minute. Those are 2 I don't have. I just love this look. Now, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm making myself laugh saying that. I've got the Ellens, and they mean a lot to me because I went to Ellen Road and did the photo shoot with the trophy and did all that kind of stuff. I just think, like you can see these, I'm not saying they're battered, but these are well worn, like I wear my shoes. Lotherton, just the colourway on this. This is the best version, I think, of the Hardwicks, the Topangas, the Lovertexes, any other kind of this shape shoe, the Topanga shoe. Obviously, I know this has got a slightly different upper. This is the best version for me. Again, maybe because of the name, maybe because I'm from Leeds, maybe that does influence somewhere in here, right? But even just from an aesthetics point of view, you know, I like my creams, I like my greens. I just think it's just absolutely perfect. So there we go. Number 6 is the Lotherton SPZL. So before we get on to the top 5, 3 pairs of shoes I do not have. 2 I wish I had, but 3 that would probably make most people's top 10s. So the third one, and there's Frank in the background, dreaming. The third one is the original Hardwick, right? Brilliant shoe. Obviously limited to, I think it was 500 pairs from Oipoloi back in the day. I love seeing people wear them. It's not a shoe I feel I need to have, right? I love the Hardwick. Again, managed to use Scuba Steve. You're getting 2 shouts on this, Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve lent me his pair to do the re-release Decade Pack Hardwick on. So you can go check that out in a previous video. For how much do you have to spend to get a pair? And I don't know if I'd actually wear them anyway. Just not one that, even if I had them, I don't know if they'd get in my top 10, I'm not going to lie. But to flip it, the Topanga, the orange pair, wish I had it. If anyone's got a pair of Topanga in a UK 8 in a half decent state, well, not a half decent state, brand new in box would be lovely, right? Or in a really good condition, hit me up, right? Because they are a pair I need / want / would like in my collection. And the Topanga would probably have fitted in this top 10 somewhere. Similarly, a pair I don't have that I really, really wish I had. And sorry, I just noticed the sun come out, so it was like making a really weird reflection on like the fireplace behind me. Similarly, a pair that I wish I had, that I really, 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 really would like, that would definitely be in my top, it will probably end up in the top 5, are the Carlos. I don't have a pair of Carlos. I don't, like I said before, I don't go hunting it down, and I should, and it's all on me that I hold my hands up. I should be kind of out there trying to find the pairs. A little bit is time for me, do you know, I've got obviously a normal job, I just do this for fun, I've got 2 kids, I'm running around left, right, centre after them, I'm trying to do like the videos for Spezial, for the stuff I pick up, and obviously everything else that goes on in my life. So just to try and get like the time, I think, just to find them. So again, if anyone's got a UK8 in a Carlos, brand new or in very, very good condition, hit me up. I'll take them off your hands. But yeah, I think the Carlos and the Topanga would have made my top 10. I don't think the Hardwick would, only because again it's a personal thing. I think the Lotherton's better than the Hardwick on aesthetic view, and Hardwick's in Manchester and Lotherton's in Leeds, right? I don't need to say any more than that. Right, on to the top 5. So probably comes as no surprise to people that these have ended up here. I'm just going to get on with it. We have got the Holton SPZL. I don't believe there is anybody on Instagram, anybody on the internet, full stop, who bangs on about these trainers more than I do. For me, I was struggling, like, are they only at number 5? Maybe they're a little bit higher, but I think maybe when you see the top 4, you probably understand why they're at 5. But here we go. Check these bad boys out. And I'm going to say something right now. If there's ever a shoe which is completely transformed between being something a little bit uninspiring, maybe is the slightly harsh word to say it, not on foot, to then slide them on foot, it's got to be this, right? I remember getting these and thinking, oh, they're kind of nice, but I'm not too sure about them. And then went down to Wellgosh and there was a guy wearing them with cargos, and I just thought, they look mega. These look fantastic on a shelf. These hit the sales, right? I picked up my pair for I think £45 back in the day, right? It was something ridiculous. But because of the material, so they go a bit crinkly at the front and they're a bit flat because they're a bit floppy, right? And then, and I'm going to do it now, this is the only pair I'm going to put on feet. I'm an 8, these are an 8, shout out everybody who loves the saying. But when you put them on, oh my goodness, and your foot fills them, easily for me, the most underrated pair of shoes. If anyone's got a pair of size 8s, brand new in box, so I can have a fresh pair, again, let me know. I'll take them off your hands in a blink of an eye. I'd take them off your hands before I took a pair of Topangas, before I took a pair of Carlos's. A pair of size 8s fresh in these, because I wear these, I probably wore these quite a lot when they first came out because I loved them so much, and they're pretty hard to clean. I probably could send them to a cleaners to get them like done, but I'd really like a fresh pair. So if you've got a fresh pair, let me know. But yeah, number 5, Holton SPZL. Right, nailing down. Number 4. Again, you're probably not a surprise given the reaction to these, what I had to do to get them, and if you know me at all, you'll understand why these are up here. These, I toyed with putting them in top 3. This is how high, but I'm going to slide them in at 4 because I think the top 3 are just next level. We have got Copa Mundial SPZL FC. I'm happy to admit there will be nobody else, again, probably on the internet, Instagram, anywhere in the world, that would put these up in every single pair of Spezial shoes, footwear that I've ever released, will have them. They're probably not even the top 10, right? Let's be honest. But top 4, here we go. Check these bad boys out. Copa Spezials. So if you came down to Carnaby Street and you saw me, I was second in queue. After pulling a night shift, then getting a train to London, shout out to the guy who stood in front of me. Queued up all day. If you don't know the story, go watch the video. I think I worked out, I have had in the region of 25 to 30 pairs of Copas in my life. I still wear Copas now for playing 5-a-side on a Monday night. This is one, I think this is the only pair, or my Manchesters because they're just so new. This is the only unworn pair apart from the Manx. I can't bring myself, like I've said, maybe my son's last junior football, if we do a dads and lads, maybe if I get asked to be involved in a charity game, I reckon we should do a Spezial charity game, but I kind of need to push that when I've got time, but I don't have time to find Topangas and Carlos's, right? So when I get time, I don't know when that'll be. But I'd love to do something like that, do a Spezial charity game. I'd wear these for that. But yeah, they're just, Copas mean a lot to me anyway, so when Spezial, obviously I love Spezial, like, come on. And then the do a flip on the boot that I wear, just next level. Just next level. And yeah, I just think these are so good. I don't need to say much more about it, because like, they're just so good. But I'll let you in on a secret, right? I did accidentally send these back to Adidas instead of the instead of the Copa teams that were too small. They sent me a pair of size 5s just to review, and I sent these back to Adidas, and I had the Copa teams, and I had an absolute heart attack. I was like, oh my god. So I got in touch with the guys at Adidas and said, I have made a boo-boo. Where is that package I've just sent you? Because you've got my Copas and I've got these Copa. Luckily, they got them back to me like next day delivery. So shout out to Sam and everyone at Adidas who sorted them to come back. Like, I was like, my babies have gone. What's happening? But yeah, what a shoe. Right, now we're getting serious. On to the top 3. And in 3rd place, I have got Adidas Spezial CP Company. Now I can't show you the label because I'm not saying it's the only one that exists, but I kind of feel privileged that I must be one of a very few people out there that have got no label on the box. Like, these came through with no sizing on them whatsoever. And I still remember, I've told this story very recently on the CP Italia, the blue one. Adidas sent me a package, and usually what happens is we arrange a time, make sure I'm in, blah blah blah, and the package just appeared, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I opened it up, and I didn't know about the shoes. I had them quite a while before the actual drop, and straight away I was like, are you joking me? Because in at number 3, here we go. Check these bad boys out. Adidas CP Company, Italia. Now, I've said this multiple times. I love an Italia. Italia's probably my favourite silhouette. I wish to do them more just in standard Adidas originals, so I could get pairs just for like daily wearers and things like that. So when these came through the post and I opened them up, like I said on the last video, my head nearly fell off. I had to ring Gary straight away and go, what the hell are these? Because this is ridiculous. And I just love this pair of shoes. Italias are my kind, because I don't, even though shout out today I'm wearing jeans, right? I'm not a strict casual wear jeans person like I always say. I like to wear cargos. I'll wear like baggy trousers. Like these go with everything, right? These go with everything. Shorts, the whole thing, because of the shape, they just go with everything. Worn sparingly. I have worn these a few times, but not loads, right? I don't wear them loads, but sparingly. And I just think the package, the surprise, the meaning, like I'll say with all these pairs, it's here, isn't it? It's not just how good the shoe looks, it's got to hit you in here. I love the spare sole, everything about it, right? Just hit right for a collaboration, for like a CP collaboration. So number 3, Adidas Spezial CP Italia. Wow, what a shoe. And now we're really getting into the big boys. In at number 2, LG Spezial. Don't need to say it a third time, do I? Surely not. So here we go. Check these bad boys out. And look, I've not got these out for about a year, and I need to get these sorted. I've not even got them out until I've just opened the box there. Oh no! Let me just check the other one, because these live in a pretty dryish place, so I don't know what's gone there. Well, pretty dryish. But LG Spezial, again, these are warm, so they are, and I mean sparing. I've worn them twice. I wore them for my 40th birthday party when I was selected by Offspring for the Adidas Originals campaign. I wore them for the launch party there. Again, another head falling off moment when these got sent through, and then me and Lance went to the Hackney Round Chapel and went to go see Liam and watched him almost side of the stage. Like the view we had was unbelievable. They were unreal. And then we got the shoes and managed to, and it was the first kind of, I wasn't going to say viral video because I've not had anything that goes like ridiculously viral, but but it was the first video that went like kind of big. Obviously, lovely shoes. They're very, very, like I say, I've only ever worn them twice, and they are just absolutely mega. I'm actually a bit devastated that they've just got like a little bit of mould, and we'll sort that out. That'll be easy to sort. And they're stored in like a dry place. I wonder what's happened there. I wonder if they got a little bit wet before they went in the box. I don't know. And in the box, this is where I keep like some of my Liam Gallagher tickets, like Liam Gallagher and stuff like that. Like I said before, it's in here, isn't it? And these, just perfect. Maybe as an actual shoe, there's better shoes out there. But for me, it's just the memories and everything else. And like the annex back then was with me and Lance. And obviously, I just loved that part of when we did the annex. It's a shame, obviously, that we couldn't continue it as it was because of, obviously, external factors. But yeah, in at number 2, LG SPZL, first version. And in at number 1, I don't know if you're going to be surprised by this or not, but my number 1 Spezial shoe, silver Birch SPZL. Almost don't need to say anything, do I? Surely I don't. But here we go. Check these bad boys out. So I'm going to tell you a little story about the annex here, right? Because it all came off the back of me and Lance watching the Soul Searching in Argentina video. And pre-doing all this, I was a teacher, right? So I didn't do no social media. Even the trainers, when I used to pick up trainers, I just kind of used to go do it. I didn't do anything. There was no flexing. There was no Instagram. There was no nothing for me. It was all just about me and my shoes, right? And that sounds a bit weird. And then on the back of the soul searching thing, I've changed careers. I started to do the annex. And obviously I was like, that guy is cool as anything, right? Obviously looking at Brooksy. And I'm privileged that over the years, Brooksy's could become a friend. And this is the shoe that Brooksy worked on, obviously based on the Denver. And you can see my pair are well worn. I wear these a lot. Like I said about the Italia, they go with anything. I can wear them with denim, I can wear them with shorts, cargos, whatever, tracksuits. This is just a do-it-all shoe. The colours are brilliant. Everything about this shoe, there's nothing negative. I think this is the perfect trainer almost. I love the Dellinger Web, I love the outsole, I love the blue with the hits of orange on it. Everything about it, for me, is just perfection. Number 1, and I'm not going to say it was an easy choice, right? But when I was doing my 1 to 10 and I'm counting it out and I'm like, right, where am I going? This was at 1, right? And then it was, right, what's the next 2, 3, 4, 5? That's difficult. But this was always number 1. And like I say, I got these sent to me by accident early, and I sent a message to Gary. I said, what's the blue runner? And he was like, what are you talking about? I went, the blue runner. He went, please do not show them. And I kind of think that was a little bit of my getting some, not respect, but they, like the adidas Spezial team, knew from that point. I had pictures of these ages, but I could have leaked them and put them all over the internet, and I didn't. Because it matters to me as well. Like I always say, I love the brand. I don't. Someone asked me the other day, "Oh, you must know what's coming in." No, I don't, and I don't want to know, and I never want to know. Like a couple of weeks in advance, so I can plan my time to do the videos. Nice one, right? I don't want to know miles in advance. I'm a fan, right? Okay, unless they ever say they want to do a Royston Spezial and they need to know 18 months in advance so they can make it, right? That's the only time I ever want to know about something way in advance. Apart from that, I'm like you guys, I'm a fan, right? I still buy a lot of stuff myself. Like, look, I love this tracksuit top, love the t-shirt. I get all the stuff as well. Number 1, silver Birch SPZL, right? And that is my top 10. Now, what I would love to see you do, I appreciate not everyone's going to jump on YouTube and make a video, but I want to see, before this year, to celebrate 10 years of Spezial, I want to see your top 10s, and not just top 10 trainers. If you're someone who collects a lot of the jackets or a lot of the t-shirts, let's see some top 10 t-shirts, let's see some top 10 jackets, let's see some top 10 mix-ups if you want, top 10 of everything Spezial. get it on Instagram. You can get 10 pictures on Instagram now, or do a collage, or whatever it is that you'd love to do. Tag me in it, tag Gary, tag everybody in it. We'll share it out, and let's just finish this decade of Spezial. Let's try and finish it off this year with a bang. So that's my challenge to you guys. Can you make a top 10 Spezial? If you're confident enough to do it on camera, that'd be amazing. I will share all the reels and stuff like that. If you just want to do pictures, completely understand. I want to share all that stuff. We all do this. It's not just the product, is it? It's the people, it's the events, it's everything around. Spezial is great as a product, right? But it's even better because of everything else that's around it. It's better because of all you guys that watch and get involved and just make this a whole load of fun. Right, that's me. I'm not saying I'm signing out for the rest of the year, but I don't know what else is coming up that I might get. Christmas is busy. There'll be some giveaways, but I'm just going to do those on Instagram. But anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, blah, see you next time. Bye.